Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice. Lord of mercy.
Yo, yo, yo. And I want to say, what up, guys? Welcome back to another live wire show here. And I'm your host, mixing engineer Andrew Rayburn here. Welcome to the show. And if you guys want to support me, of course, hit me up on my YouTube channel here, guys. And if you want to get the latest in my dancehall reggae beats, hit up my website here. We have the latest beats, Afro, soca, and reggae here on my website. And of course, want to learn how to mix pro soca here? You can hit up my website here, Pro Soca 3-part series curriculum here, where you get top of the line mixing skills and files included here. And be sure to join our Patreon here, which you get exclusive access here to content not easily found. Support our PayPal, show some love, and of course join the Patreon here. But today we're going to be talking about a new show here. We're bringing back that old school vibe here, and we're going to be talking about mastering faders here. And we're going to break down how we get these beats rolling. And so let's get to the show. So somebody say, wheel out and come again. So let's get back into it here.
Things don't seem no more like back in the days. All the people around may have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. Go to the style and thought to change your ways. Lord of mercy.
Shout out to all the fans and all the supporters here, man. So subscribe and follow me, guys, on a live wire here. So, welcome back to the show. And Mr. International himself, representing Belize, and to all the Caribbean fans, Andrew Rayburn here. So, let's get into it here, guys. We're on a live wire session here. We're talking about mastering faders here, and the importance of why you shouldn't overdo volume is very key, essential. To make sure your mix is on band. That's why they call it mixing. You're bringing up certain instruments, you're bringing up vocals, you're bringing up certain sound effects, and you want to balance that thing off so so that listener can enjoy that mix on that top level there. So we're going to get into the session here. We're not going to take too long. And here we go. So I have a couple of instruments that make up this beat here, which is that old school 90s kind of style here. So I'm going to break down these instruments here. I have the kick drum here. Remember, guys, if you want to get this original Super Cat piano here, join my Patreon and get that Nadine Sutherland keyboard. So here we got some drums here, and I'm gonna smallen the screen a little bit here. So we're gonna start off with the kick drum here. We want to make sure this is not clashing here. So I'm gonna start like from like a little bit of scratch here. I'm gonna isolate. Let's bring all the let's bring all the faders down here, and we're gonna show the importance of dropping these faders. Bring these faders up and creating a decent mix here. So I'm gonna pull the faders down, and it doesn't matter where you start. You can start off with the bass line, the drums, vocals, guitar, whatever genre you're doing, reggae, afro, soca, afro. I'm gonna start off. I like to start off with the rhythm section first. I like to make sure that's balanced and well. It has a lot of punch to it before I start to bring in the keyboard, synthesizers, and the vocals. So let's go here on the kick. So I'm going to pretend that I'm mixing this for the first time. I'm going to bring that up. Start at a decent level here. Let me go back. Let's see here. Now we'll start at a decent level here. I'm going to bring in the snare drum here. Here we go. Bring it down. Bring it up. You want to go to the point where it's not overpowering the kick. It just feels right. So I'm going to bring up the fader here. Now I'm going to bring in the hi-hats here. Take it down. That's too low. Bring it up. So I'm taking that hi-hats a little bit over the snare drum here, just to make sure I can hear that and I can feel that. So let's bring in the other snare drum. I'm gonna bring that down. Bring it up. That's too loud. Just about right. And I'm gonna bring in the snare drum, the second snare drum. I'm gonna play that second snare drum by itself. That's like a lower tune of the same drum. I'm putting it under that high drum so we can get a thicker, more drum sound here. So what are we doing here, guys? We're taking the kick drum, creating the foundation here. We want that punch. we're taking the hi-hats a little bit upper, a little bit higher than the kick, because this is a dancehall genre, and we want the hats to have a little bit more meaning here. We get that clarity, and we're bringing up both of these snare drums there. The lower octave, or the bigger sounding drum, is underneath the top one, so it sounds like one unified sound. And go back up here. I'm gonna play that drum. Now I'm gonna bring in the tambourine sound here. It's too loud. I want that to be blending in with the hi-hats. I don't want the tambourine to stand out too long. It's giving the rhythm a little bit more body, a little bit more shake and break. Now I'm going to bring in the bass line here. Now the bass is a tricky one here, because you want to make sure you're feeling it. So you don't want the bass. Back in the day, people used to tuck the bass under the kick, but you want these to be almost on the same level, or even louder than the kick. That bass is giving this track its iconic sound. Let's bring in the piano here. If I take that piano down, that's too low, bring it up. Let's take it back to where it was. There, you can start to hear the beat coming together at a good mix. Now, one thing to practice, guys. If you look at my faders here, some of them might almost a little bit over the zero threshold. But it's a good practice to make sure you're not doing like a 5, 6, 7 dB over the zero on the fader, because you don't want to overpower or let it be louder than the master bus. You'll get an unbalanced, super loud mix and won't have any definition in it. So there are times when I would break, there's not really a rule, but there were times when I would push the fader a little bit above zero just to get that feeling. Or maybe I can use like a gain plugin and just gain a couple of dBs, but you want to try to keep it under zero when you're mixing songs. Start off by taking the faders underneath zero, maybe -6, -7, 8 dB. Then you gradually take it up. Now I'm going to go on to the other sounds here. Let's see what I got here. Here we have like a square lead sound here. Take it up. Too loud. Too soft. Bring it up. Bring it back in again. Now this is the part where you would say, okay, Ray, I'm hearing the drums and the bass. How do you know when you can, bring in the vocals, and how do you know it's gonna fit? This would be a great starting point here. Where this is the part where you can safeguard that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring in the vocals and gradually make it blend with the beat, so we're on the right track, and that's going to be a sort of a guide, actually. And shout out to the YouTube fans that is watching as well. And so let's bring in that vocal and go on it there.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around might have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. The girl in our youthful days, got in the style and thought to change.
Now, right now, it sounded like the vocal is too loud, but here's a trick. The more sounds you add in a rhythm, the more kind of louder it obviously is going to sound. But the trick here is to make sure the vocal is just sitting maybe underneath the beat a little bit, but the instruments surrounding it. The instruments are already mixed. We're just dealing with the faders here. So I'm going to bring in some extra sounds. Let's play around with vocal first.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I see this generation change. When I tell you, girl, in our youth today.
Now, I would, if this was just all I have in the beat, then that would be where I would put the vocal. Because I want it too loud, I want it to be, the instrument to surround the vocal. So, but we're gonna bring in more sounds. And you're going to see why we need to bring that vocal back up. So let's see what else we got here. Here's the guitar here. So that's the guitar there. We're going to bring it down, bring it up. Let's bring that sine wave a little bit down. Want to make sure we're feeling that guitar, so let's play around with volume here. Right about there. A little bit up more. Now, sometimes it may look like you're chasing your tail. Because when you bring in more stuff, like I say, it's going to sound more louder. So you want to keep track of where your vocal is. And check these tracks out from time to time here. Let's bring back in the vocal track here.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I see this generation change. When I tell you, girl, in our youth days. Cutting the sign and thought to change your ways. Yeah. I wanna be
now the square lead here. Maybe I can take it down a little bit.
the one that make that change today.
I'm gonna bring in another sound here, and then we're gonna bring in the harmony and see how that sound. If it's sounding like the main vocal is not there, so let's bring in the other synthesizer here. Here we go.
Never thought I see this generation change. When I tell you, girl, in our youth days. Cutting the sign and thought to change your ways. Yeah. I wanna be the one that make that change today. Yeah.
So far, the vocals holding up. Now, there's a big synthesizer that just came in there, and instantly it sounds like her voice is pushed at the back. So people may critique and say, Ray, it still sounds good there, but you want definition here. Now, I'm feeling here on these monitors here, professional monitors, that I feel like she needs to come back up a little bit because the track is getting bigger. We don't want to add. We didn't want to add too much on the track because this is like one of the '90s reflection dancehall kind of vibes. So we want to cloud up the rhythm too much. We want to keep that bounce. So let's bring her vocals up a little bit here.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I see this generation change. When I tell you, girl, in our youth days. Cutting the sign and thought to change your ways. Yeah.
Let's go back where we were.
I wanna be the one.
So like negative 4.9, we're not feeling it, so we're going to take it back up to where we just put it, which is going to be a negative 3.8. So it's like a almost like a 1 dB difference, just a little pinch to bring up the volume so we can feel it. Now we're gonna bring in the one more additional drum here, a super loud drum. Let's see how it sounds with the vocal here.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. What I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in the style and thought to change your ways. Yeah. I wanna be the one that make that change today. Yeah.
Now let's bring in the harmony here. Her vocal is still surviving here. Let's see what we got with the full track, and then we're gonna ride, maybe adjust a couple of faders here just to get things a little balanced here. So here we go from the top.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. What I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in the style and thought to change your ways. Yeah. I wanna be the one to make that change today.
Pinch that big jump down a little bit here.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. What I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in the style and thought to change your ways. Yeah.
Bring it down a little bit.
I wanna be the one to make that change today. Yeah.
So we're bringing the vocal down a little bit. If you guys hearing the thunder behind me, it's, a little bit of thunder is going on. We're bringing the vocal down a little bit here, just to get it a little bit more defined. Notice I'm taking down the vocal. I'm not going like a big difference. I'm not bringing it all the way down. I'm just making slight adjustments on these faders. This is why I'm teaching you guys mastering faders here to make sure you're striking a good balance. You can use that as a starting point. These instruments are already been mixed, meaning they have punch, but all we're doing here is balancing the mix using faders, which is very important here. So I'm gonna do another walkthrough here.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. What I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in the style and thought to change your ways. Yeah. I wanna be the one to make that change today.
Now, if we take the bass down a little bit, it's gonna kind of take away from the power. Let's mess around with that and show what small change on the fader can do with the track here.
Lord of mercy, things don't seem no more like back in the days. Hardly people around may have good ways. Never thought I'd see this generation change. What I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in the style and thought to change your ways.
I don't know if you heard that difference there. It sounded a little bit less powerful. So we're gonna take that bass back up, and when the track started, you hear that bass dum 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 dum. That's the signature sound for this track here. And let's isolate the vocal by the harmony by itself. There's a little bit of trick to harmonies here. I'm gonna play that.
Change what I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in a style and thought to change your ways. Yeah. I wanna be the one that make that change.
Hey, hear that bass?
Today, generation change. What
I'm gonna give you an example of when you got the harmonies too loud. Let's go ahead and play.
I tell you, girl, in our youthful days.
Too loud.
Got in a style and thought to change your ways. Yeah.
We're gonna bring that down. We're gonna tuck that right underneath the lead. There's even some indifference in the harmony that wasn't perfect, but because we tucked it under the lead, you don't really hear it. You just get in the blend of both keys, the alto and these harmonic keys here.
Change what I tell you, girl, in our youthful days. Got in a style and thought to change your ways.
subtle changes, guys. Subtle difference when you're using faders. If you don't know what fader is, faders are little knobs on the mixing board, as you can see on the picture there behind the girl. These are what is used to bring the volume down and up. You see it in live concerts to get that striking balance with a band, or whatever musical events are happening. You need faders to mix the singers and that whole thing. So what have we learned today? Remember, guys, if you want to support me, you can go ahead and join my Patreon. You can donate to my PayPal. Also, if you want to buy the latest beats, hit me up on my website here, which you get latest in soca, dancehall, reggae, all that stuff. Mixing course as well on soca, dancehall, and reggae and Afro. Join my Patreon, $10 a month, and you get top of the line tutorials not easily found on YouTube, where you get that full range professional skill training, so you can get your music on Spotify and all that stuff. So, like as we mentioned earlier before, this is a simple beat, and we took the time, we took the faders down. The main thing I want to remind you guys about is to take the fader below 0, maybe 6-7 dB. Just take it below the 0 mark. You can see it on these mixer boards. Start off with that. Bring the kick up, bring the bass up, bring the vocals up, or if you like just the guitar and the singer, bring both of them up. Start from there, whichever way you want to go. Make small adjustments, and you can get a good, decent balance there as a starting point when it comes to mastering faders there. So I'm not going to say too long, guys. This has been fun. And if you guys want me to talk about any other tracks, there will be a Patreon exclusive that I'm going to be doing shortly this week, which I'm going to be breaking down soca and revealing exactly what sounds I'm using to create these kind of beats, only for my Patreon subscribers only. And if you want me to do a pro mix and mastering coaching with you, if you're here in Belize and you're a producer, you would like to learn, I only charge a small a fee, and I will give you an hour coaching mix. I'm going to contact you on one of these platforms, Zoom or Skype, and I'm going to you just got to pick up put your headphones on the computer and listen in to the call, and I'm going to let you hear what I'm doing, and showing you maybe I can use your session if you want to. And I'm going to show how we tackle mixes and how we boost certain things. I can help you improve, just like how the good people in America and all these great producers that have opened the door to me have shown me these techniques. I'm willing to coach and teach you and help you as well. So, well, we're going to catch you on the next one, guys. It has been fun. This has been a great live wire show here. And I'm going to say, peace out.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal, and also join our Patreon. Become